Hey there, Capricorn. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also just simply follow the links below. If you missed the incoming wave for this weekend, I highly suggest you check it out. We had a double whammy where we actually talked about 2 waves at the same time. Very, very powerful urgence from my guides to kind of, nope, there's another one. And if you missed the manifestation webinar that I did this last weekend, you can purchase the replay at my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's over 2 hours of content talking about how to better enhance, amplify, and refine your creative manifestation as well as attracting abilities. So what's going on when it comes to your week ahead? Well, this week is overlit by the Strength card upright, and I am definitely getting this very strong sense of just strength in and of itself as we relate to the health and balance of all things. Now, the Strength card is showing up as not necessarily just bringing the focus on health, harmony, coherence, as well as function, but actually putting you in a position to be an enforcer of such. And this may be a bit of a difficult week for that, especially because the Strength card is giving off this focus on a very neutral, unbiased, it's either healthy or it needs to get in shape right now, or it can't come along into the future. And so you are not only going to be aware of where this is occurring, but you're going to be feeling this get enforced in your life, in your interactions with other people. And there is not necessarily a lot of leeway being given for instability in life right now with this card. The Strength card does present this very strong sense of an autonomous, divine demand for harmony and for order. And so you have to allow that which is maybe unhealthy, unbalanced, or maybe lacking in that sense of coherence to move on or to leave your life, if it must leave your life, in order for the highest interest of all concerned in whatever areas to fully substantiate. And with the Strength card upright, you are going to be okay, but you are going to also maybe be feeling like maybe a little bit of that survivor's guilt when you actually watch this energy not feel so great for other people. Everyone is at a different level of consciousness, and some levels of consciousness are still operating in a way where they're trying to kind of cheat the energy and cheat the vibe and not try to come to a place of harmony, health, and coherence. And, maybe I can just get by without working on that side of myself. There's no room for that anymore, and you're going to be grateful for it, but it will be uncomfortable. As we get into the material concerns when it comes to work and your profession, as well as any of your household or financial concerns, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. And it does look like there are some communities, whether they are working communities, social communities, client customer bases, maybe even things going on within your field that are coming up to be cleared. And with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we always see this sort of unit or team breakdown or a splintering going on. But the reason it's happening is the Strength card is putting its pressure on the cracks that are already there. And what I feel is happening with the Three of Pentacles reversed is that you may be finding that you have to take your space and your distance from certain elements of your work or your field and move on to things that are actually kind of keeping up with the times or keeping up with the vibes, so to speak. Now, a lot of you are going to be urged to sort of leave the nest or leave the safety of the familiar when it comes to maybe how you are handling your finances, your household concerns, or again, maybe even your networking group, teams at work, protocol. And you're going to find that progress is coming. It's actually working quite well for you. You may be even finding that you're put in a position of leadership to help whip some less functional folks into shape. But it is walking away from an old way of living, an old way of doing business. And with the Three of Pentacles reversed, I'm not seeing this done with any particular judgment. It's just not working anymore. And for those of you who were at the webinar, you'll recall we talked about how it's not a thing of judgment, it's mechanics. It's just what is and is not compatible, what is and is not applicable. The Three of Pentacles reverse is indicating you are most likely going to be finding reasons to shuffle about when it comes to appealing to new leadership, new work opportunities. There are new opportunities for income avenues to come your way, maybe even start appealing to a new customer base, or even offering a different service. Whatever you can do to maybe focus on the new instead of focus on what is coming down around you because it needs to is very important, because this group splintering, it's something that probably was a long time coming, but I don't want you to feel like this makes for a bad reading. It's always in the best interest to focus on progress. And that which was resisting progress is getting the pressure to it right now. As we get to the communications area with friends and relatives and other people in your life, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. And we are going to be needing to clear up a misunderstanding. In this case, I feel like it's a misunderstanding of who you are and what you're all about. You might be finding that either a friend or a relative or maybe multiple people are kind of creating an impression, a reputation, or a public persona of you that is off the mark. And this does not necessarily have to be negative. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. But it is something we might not want to be known for. It might not be the thing we want all the attention for. We don't want to get pigeonholed. There's a misunderstanding about what we are bringing to the table, possibly even setting us up with an opportunity that might be right for another person, but it's not right for us. But the Two of Wands reversed is presenting this as an understanding or a way for you to understand there's a misunderstanding of who you are to this person, to these friends, to these relatives. How do we clear it up? Because with the Two of Wands reversed, somebody's not paying attention. There's a case of mistaken identity, creating some lack of I'll just say a lack of understanding of what you're all about, and thus also, of course, showing us the true health of the connection or the bond that we have. As we get to love and romance, things are gorgeous. With the Page of Cups upright, we are looking at a fantastic week because people are, yes, focusing on the strength and health of romance and relationships by actually investing more emotional currency into it. In fact, a lot of you Capricorn people are going to be on the receiving end of some kind of special royal treatment when it comes to either your partners or maybe even somebody new, because the Page of Cups is talking about getting to a space of a sweet, flirty courtship again, something that may be the tried and true, maybe a little bit of old-fashioned romanticism in there, but there does appear to be some sincerity behind this as well. And with the Page of Cups upright, the signals are obvious. Somebody wants, you to know, they want you to know, that this is exactly what their plan is and what their agenda is for you. And they want to make sure that they can build up as many points with you as possible. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on to head to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.